I've got a few things from my archives from years back, astro related. You guys that like to use the astro are going to like some of these. What I'm going to do here is look at two things, looking at the sun's latitude and the sun and moon aspects and using those together. So what we've got here, I'm using Air Software Star Treks Deluxe to get the data. So I've got the sun latitude is under the astronomy section, and I've got the aspects in the phenomena finder. So I just ran for 2024. I'm just going to pick out 3 months and show the pivots here, and I took them 3 different time periods. I think I did January, May, and then November in soybeans, just to get a look at different points in the year and different points in the market. So what we're going to do here, we want to look at the sun's maximum, minimum, and where it crosses from 0 south here, and where it's moving back up in latitude and crossing through 0 at 0 north. So what you're going to want to do is make a list of those dates. The cycle is around 27 days on average, from low to low or high to high. You can see here we're at 2.9 at the bottom. The next bottom's around 3.5. So that's whatever, close to that 27-day average. Then what we want to do is run that sun and moon aspect and find the nearest aspect to that to fine tune. So if I'm looking at, let's say, January, let me get the dates and show the aspects and the latitude coming together. In the first instance here, I'm going to take a look back to January, and where we're hitting the 0 line going 0 south. We actually bottom there in this particular cycle, and we're there at the 11th, 12th, and 13th, or 11th to the 14th before that turns up. So we're sitting there for a while. So we've got aspects on the 11th and 15th. So on 111, we've got the conjunction. On the 15th, we've got the sextile. And what happens there, we're in this consolidation. On the 11th, we're in running some inside bars here, and then we bottom on the 12th, and then we've got the weekend on the 14th, 15th. So we only got a little bit of a kickback there. The next one is coming on the 25th. See the date on the bottom left. The high is there on the 24th, and the aspect is on the 25th. Right here we've got the opposition, and on the 25th right here we get this high. So the aspect is the fine tuner for the latitude. Next one on the 25th, we're crossing, or we're hitting the high. And then on the 31st, we've got the 0 south. So we have aspects on the 25th. We've got the opposition, and we've got the 31st. We've got the trine. So the 25th was that high there. The 31st is that high right there. Two clean highs where the latitude and the aspect were exactly on the same date. Next I did the last one in April through May. Then I plotted out the November of 2024. In April, we've got the low shown here on the 29th, and our aspect is on the 28th. Notice how the latitude moves up and down. Now the zero cross is on 5-7. You can see the aspect is on 5-7. Moving forward through May, the high is 5-12. So is the aspect, the sextile. Then on the next one, the 16th, is the zero cross down. We have the aspect on the 15th. The minimum is on the 25th. The aspect is on the 23rd, so we're looking at the 23rd, 25th, and then the peak upside goes to June 9th, and that aspect nearest to that is June 11th. Here are the plots. April 28th is that little minor high. The 7th is a nice hit. Then we had a double hit close together here as we're bottoming. The 13th and the 15th are there. You can see we had that little up, down, and then up when we caught the high on the 23rd. And then we had, what was the other one? And we had June 9th. The high here was on the 7th. The 8th and 9th were the weekend. 10 was Monday, so we had that reversal here on the 9th. Then I did the November. In November, we've got this bottom on the 5th. The aspect is on the 6th, the sextile. Zero cross. On the 11th, we have an aspect, the trine. On the 11th, we've got the maximum. On the 19th, and we have the trine on the 20th. And then at the end of the month, we've got this rounding bottom at the zero line. The center of that bottom is 12-2. The aspect is 12-1, the conjunction. Looking at those 4 points, here is the low on the 6th, the high on the 11th, the 19th is this high, and then we go into consolidation here, and on the 2nd we have that minor low in the consolidation area. So I'm going to just show that like that. I did 3 months. You can see the pivots are pretty good. If you want a simple monthly swing pivot identifier, this is a pretty good one. You can find this data relatively easy online with an online ephemeris if you don't have a software program.